There you go. That's it. You just heard Big Deal, a song called Thank You, off their new shit. That song's been out a while, but the whole 7-song new EP is dropping Friday, February 23rd. So that's in 2 days. Lucky you. You're going to be there for the release. You'll be able to hear it as soon as it comes out. But you can hear the rest of the stuff on Spotify and Bandcamp and all that shit. So, he is part of a lot of bands. Mostly this one right now, Big Deal. That's what we're here for. Celebrate the new release coming up. And he's in Enemy of God. Speaking of, their last show is this Friday, the same day as the Big Deal release. That's amazing. So you can come out, support fucking all that shit, because he's in another band that plays called Vigilante. There's a lot going on with him, and he's also in a new band called Stop at Nothing. Their first show is, I believe, March 18th. It's a Monday at Parts and Labor with Domain, Vigilante, and Persist. I think Enemy of God was actually on that flyer at one point. So, yeah. They're not going to be on that one since the last show's Friday. It's going to be absolutely fucking crazy. That show is with D-Block. They're headlining with a ska band, a super good ska band, The Boy Detective. They fucking rule. Who else? Hard Count and also Vigilante. We talk about the show in the podcast, so all I got to say about that now is if you don't know, show the fuck up early. Doors are at 6:30. Oh, there's also a surprise set, and you don't want to miss that. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good surprise set. If you know, you know. If you don't know, show up and see who it's going to be. Doors are at 6:30. I'd suggest being in that parking lot at fucking, I don't know, 5:45 at the very latest. If you're crazy like me, I'd be there at fucking 5:30. But I'm going to walk in that motherfucker regardless. No, I'll be there on time. Have food beforehand. You might even be able to get inside a little early to have food if you, if they got that option open for you. Really good Cajun fries. They used to do Nashville hot chicken sandwiches. I don't know. I haven't had food there in a while. They got fucking really good Reuben sandwiches. Everything. Great bar food. But before the D-Block show on Thursday, tomorrow, it's already sold out. Edgeman show, Military Gun, with some other bands I don't know off the top of my head right now. I believe Slice is playing. That's an Ohio hardcore band. Shout out to them. And they'll also be back up here on the 29th. Joe's got a show. Gagger. I believe you said Knife Wound. I hope to God I remember this correctly. And Hard Count. And it will be Contained first show, I believe. Another new band. Same couple guys as in Hard Count. Fucking very talented young gentleman. R.I.P. Richie. Hopefully he's alive today. They got fucking smoked at the Enemy of God. Fuck, I don't even know who was playing during Concuss from Grand Rapids the other night. That was wild. So hope he's doing all right. Then Saturday, I'm all over the place, but this is Saturday, September 24th. So the day after the D Block show, it's the Abracadabra, something or another. Strange Magic is playing. Bad Beat. Big Deal. Oh shit, Big Deal. If you like him, you can fucking go see him Saturday. I forgot they're playing. But it's all 10-minute sets, I believe. Hard Count is also on that one. Bunch of good bands. There's a lot of some other bands I never heard of, but I can assume it's going to be a great night overall. I was going to go, but I forgot. It's my daughter's sleepover birthday party with her friends, and I must do my fatherly duties. Not even a second thought on that front. I just wish I would have remembered. Anyways, lots going on. Tied Down is going fucking quick. You already know. You've seen the lineup. Don't act like you haven't fucking drooled over it for, a week and a half at this point. Who else? What else? I don't know. Just fucking pay attention. Support your friends. Show up. Buy merch. Fucking, do what you gotta do. Joe Plonkey. The biggest deal of all in Detroit hardcore. That's him. Finally made it over. We've been talking about this for a long time now, and now it's finally happened. Man, you have a lot going on right now. You know, you have things ending, things beginning, shit going on. What do you got? Fucking Big Deal's about to release some shit soon. The 23rd?
February 23rd.
Is that Friday?
It is a Friday, yes.
So today's Sunday. Like 5 days till then. That's going to be fucking cool.
5 days, yeah.
5 days. Is it like a whole EP or we have 4, 5, 6 songs? Something? 7 songs?
7. One of them's more of like an outro, like, 45 seconds, a little mosh track, but other than that, yeah. 7 songs.
You guys been sitting on them a while, right?
Fucking too long. A year and a half.
Oh my God, that is a long time. So, is it all new material? Any re-records or anything?
No, all new. I mean, we have 3 singles that are already out. We have Upper Hand. We have the track with Jeff from Let It Die. And then we have the most recent single, Thank You. So there'll be four fresh tracks. So
nice, man. There's a lot of people are looking forward to it. The ones who care.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking cool, dude. I've always been a fan of Big Deal. Was it your guys' first show back when the shit first started coming back at Edgeman? That was your guys' first show?
August of 21.
Yeah, with Never Ending Game and End It.
Yeah.
And Ground War's first and last show.
Yeah, the Ground War last show, first show.
And, Shackled played too.
Shackled did play.
That was a good comeback show, man. That was like the first Edgeman show that I even went to. I know that like Drug Church maybe played there, maybe a few other shows before that, before the pandemic. I thought.
I think I could be wrong too. I think that might have been the first show in that area because they usually did shows in like the merch area. I know like the Drug Church show was out in that little smaller area, but I think that was the first time they actually opened it up. So
that was fun, man. Like, and it's so weird because I didn't know that the direction that the Edgeman was like going in. I didn't know that was like, I don't know how like organic it was, or if that was like the plan. Like after shit happens, they're just gonna turn it into like a venue on the side. Yeah. Man. That's fucking like the coolest shit ever happens there, and it's amazing.
I don't think anyone could have predicted how it blew up like it did, with, Edgeman and Tied Down and the Russell Industrial Center and booking Have Heart. If you were to ask me during the pandemic what would come after it, that would never been my guess,
Yeah.
So it's huge. It's huge. Dude. Shout out to Jimmy and Edgeman.
Yeah, they that place is fucking really risen to the top of like the DIY space. It's a fucking legitimate screen printing shop. I'm sure shit has happened like that in the past, other places, shit like that, using shops and stuff. But I think it's the most coolest like DIY thing. It's like hardcore for hardcore for hardcore.
Yeah.
Just fucking just keeps it full circle. Stays within. There's no like corporate fucking business or like any investors or anything like tied to what's happening. It's just all homegrown hardcore shit. And even like the biggest hardcore bands still are like, let's fucking play there, because
it made Michigan like a destination spot. Everyone sees like Chain Reaction or Program Skate Shop. Now they see Edgeman and they're like, I gotta go to Michigan. It's like, no band ever was like, I gotta go to Michigan before.
And it's cool because it's such like a dope like floor space. You can fit, I think 330 people can fit in there, at like full capacity, like when they did Drain and Tsunami and fucking Mind Force. Crazy. And who's going to be there next week? Military Gun, I think on like Thursday or something.
Yeah, Thursday.
That's crazy. Who's on that show? Is a Slice playing that?
Slice is opening, yeah.
And I don't know who else. I haven't looked at the flyer in a while.
Honestly, all I know is Military Gun and Slice. It's going to be a toss-up whether I'm there or not. I'll be working in Ohio, but...
Oh, shit, yeah. Hey, man, it's cool, man. There's a lot going on in Michigan now, and we were talking about before the pandemic, and like, I really wasn't, like as deep as I am now. Like, and I was kind of like sort of watching from the outside, waiting for the bigger shows. I was never really paying attention to the smaller bands. I don't know why. Just a lot going on, but it was cool to see it like grow from pretty. It wasn't dead, man, but like there wasn't fucking what it is now. And,
not at all.
And I mean, you were always like booking shows and shit like before the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, comparing it like the upswing, like do you think it's better than ever? Like with your time, like going to shows or?
Yeah, certainly. Like I feel like there was a little bit of hesitation right after the pandemic, and then once like things truly got back to normalcy, like it just popped off. Like. And it's been pretty cool since. I feel like there's been like 10 new bands coming out. It's hard to keep track, but
yeah. And we're going on almost fucking like at least 2.5 years since it's been back full swing, and I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't stagnated or went down. It's just been
not really,
just it's up. Since it seems
consistent at the very least, and it's been popping off.
It's great.
So
it's fucking awesome.
A lot of new faces.
Yeah, man. A lot of young people. It's like it's awesome because I was like 16, 17. I don't know how old you were, but it's just weird to see as like I'm a dad, fucking 36 years old, to see kids that are like my kids' age coming to shows and fucking going crazy. I'm like,
bands.
Oh
yeah,
God, dude, it's cool, man. And then like the band fucking Concussed. Those guys are young as shit who played last night.
They were insane.
Yeah, man, really good.
Insane.
Really good. And the fucking local fucking guys, Hard Count and Contained, and there's a couple other fucking new bands that I think are
also
showing up.
His name's Josh. I see him at shows all the time.
Sauce. Josh is Sauce. That's his name.
Yeah, Josh Sauce.
Yeah, Liuda.
Dude, I listen to that. I'm like, all right, this isn't a first time band, and I'm like, holy shit, like this is really good for a first release. I gotta fucking step it up.
yeah, man, it's really good. And there's nothing I couldn't compare it to anything that we have here now. So it's cool for them to like step out of the the normal shit. It's either fucking heavy retarded beatdown, and they added a little, I don't know, fucking metallic. It's kind of funky, kind of groovy. I don't know what to call it, but it's good. It's really good. And I was talking to him. So I don't know if he said his drummer or somebody actually has like an in-home studio, and he's like a fucking wizard with all the shit. And so
I could see it, something like that for sure. Because that's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, all right, who's the drummer?
yeah. I don't know who he is. Sorry, I don't know his name, but he fucking did all the mixing and tracking in his house, and he fucking God, that's I really badass. Wish I had the name of his shit, because like, he's really good, and he does shit for people, obviously not for free, but if you like the way it sounds, he can make your shit sound like that too. So fuck
it's a good way to sound for sure.
yeah, it's Lyuda. Check that shit out. We're talking about the shows coming back, and man. You were in a couple bands before the pandemic, right? Weren't you? Like, what was like your first bands you were in? Because you've been around a while.
Yeah,
When did you start coming around? Let's fucking just take it back.
Fucking.
What year was this?
I want to say it was like 9th grade. I started a band. Well, I didn't start it, actually. It was about 3 years in to them being a band. It was like a melodic hardcore band called Argus. And, I mean, that was my band for the longest time. And, you know, I was in it with my brother who's in Big Deal now. And that was just kind of my introduction to, like, high school. And then Short Leash. Yep. And I started touring with Short Leash a little bit. And that was kind of my introduction to being in a band that, you know, actually plays outside of their town. And then there was Hushed. And with Hushed came Enemy of God. Enemy of God came 3 more. So now there's Stop at Nothing. There's Vigilante and Big Deal.
Fuck. And all are... I can't wait to hear Stop at Nothing. I can't wait. You know, I got a little sample. Dude, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, like, I expected it to be pretty cool. But, like, it was probably, like, the best first band practice I ever had. Like, Nick Hubbard is insane.
He's a wizard, huh?
He's like, hey, man, I live down the road from you. I have, like, 12 songs written. I'm like, all right, do you actually have 12 songs written? He sent it to me. I'm like, he has, like, an LP written. Like, this is insane. So it's cool. It's like some all-out war kind of style stuff. Metallic.
Yeah. So that's how he described it to me. And then he sent me, like, a little clip. I was like, fuck yeah, and that is all out war. Yeah, no,
dude. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Good. And who else is in that band? Kenny Smith, Nick Hubbard, you.
Yep. Lyric.
Oh yeah, he's a new addition, right?
Yep. And then Jake. Friedrich.
Yeah, okay. And he's also a drummer.
Yep.
Big deal.
Oh yeah.
I was afraid my turtle was getting out. Like,
you got 3 turtles roaming around now, man.
Yeah, but 2 are on the fucking prowl out here. They got away.
I'm hoping I see one out the corner of my eye.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They might not come around for the sound, but you hear it. It's like fucking clicking. He's like trying to get it on this little thing.
Yeah, he's escaping.
Little dinosaurs, man. I don't know which one that is, but the one I've had, 11 years. Yeah, they live to be like 30, Damn. 35, and I'm trying to get rid of them. If you know anybody who wants any turtles that wants them, or they're going to the fucking pond. I'm telling you. I'm sorry, guys. Like, they're not going to die. I just feed them. They sit down here.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Pretty passive pets.
Yeah. They don't care. As long as you feed them, dude, they're like, whatever, would hang out.
All right.
And, I mean, I didn't know they were vicious. Like, one time, I bought, like, a couple, like, bigger fish and like one of those like suction fishes that like suck like on the I forgot what they're called.
Pleco, right?
Yeah, no, it was another one, a different name. That's like it, but there's another one. It's called like a sucker fish, whatever. Like it was like $15. It was like 4 inches big. It was huge, and I went down like an hour later, and it was just gone. The fucking turtles turned it into nothing.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I throw goldfish in there, they'll fuck them up. I'll put like 24 goldfish in there, they'll be gone in minutes. It's insane.
These things are animals.
Yeah, they're violent.
Literally.
They're violent. Back to hardcore. Those turtles are hardcore.
Yes, sir.
So you're in all these bands. You gotta fucking juggle your time wisely to, you know, put in maximum effort in all these bands, and it's a lot. But Vigilante's really good. You guys have had a few shows, and you got a show on Friday. This will be out before Friday for sure.
Yeah. So
Enemy of God, Vigilante.
Yep.
D Block, Hard Count, and The Boy Detective. What a lineup.
In a 75 cap room.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, with all the bands and shit, I bet there'll only be like 75 paid.
Yeah. After seeing like last night and then thinking about some of those, well, like the Enemy of God set over there, I'm like, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, dude, there's not much room for that shit.
Yeah.
But the hell motherfucker's going to be a riot.
Yeah. No, it's going to be fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, I mean, top to bottom, it's cool that they got The Boy Detective, like, and they're kind of just like a, you know, kind of
it's
like a
badass music, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, really, I love ska. I love The Boy Detective.
Yeah, that shit rules.
Yeah, it's really good music, and if nobody knows, Camden from D Block, his brother is in that band. I don't know what he does, but I know he's in the band.
Yeah.
So
I like the song with Camden in it too. I don't know if you ever heard that.
Yeah,
it's like all ska, and then it goes to like this little ska breakdown, and he's just yelling.
It's so good. Yeah, that's such like a surprise, especially if anybody is just like, you know, into like ska and they hear that, they're like, holy shit, this one took a left turn.
They do it right too. It's not like it's like completely just out of thin air, you know.
No.
Like it makes sense for it to be in that song.
Yeah, they're good, man. I'm glad they are on that show. Like I said, it's like a palate cleanser. Kind of brings like a different group, to the show, and just hope everybody gets along.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, man. No, that fucking place is great, and Justin, the owner, man, he's been booking shows for a long time. And
Justin's a man.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Hell of a Reuben too. Let me tell you what.
Yeah,
not trying to stray away from the hardcore talk, but the Reubens at Parts and Labor, man.
Fire.
Holy shit.
Yeah, A1 food. Yeah. Get the food before the shit starts. And suggest anybody doesn't know, get there. Or doors are at 6:30. You should probably be there pretty fucking early. No tickets are sold, so first come, first serve, baby.
Yeah. Get a tent. Camp out the night before.
Yeah, like the fucking Best Buy shit. Like Black Friday at Parts and Labor. Because, it's amazing that it's going to happen, and it's cool that it's happening there. It'll be ugly.
Yes, sir.
So, what else? We got fucking, so much going on with you. Writing music. You write a lot of music. How do you write your music? Like, so it's not a big deal. You're the singer of that band.
Yep.
Do you have any input on the sound, or do you just wait for them to fucking bring it to you and you go from there with it? Because you're in charge of other shit. You write a lot of music, so.
Well, so Big Deal's more like my bag as far as writing shit. Like, I love writing that thrashy kind of style. So I actually have a lot of input in writing it. It's about 50-50 between me and my brother Jim. He'll write crazy ass solos, and I'll write more of like the, catchy hooks. And it's always worked out for us. So I have just like this programmed drum simulator on my computer, and I'll just, nothing to put out professionally, but just to have like a better idea of what we're going for. I'll pitch him an idea, or Jimmy will pitch him an idea, and we'll just kind of expand on it from there. So
cool, man. That's fucking
so we have the 7 songs that are coming out, but we didn't want to have to wait that long ever again, so we already have 4 on deck, recorded with Colin St. Mary from Indiana, in like Northwest Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Days Lost and Gagger.
Yeah, he's fucking good at the shit he does. Everything's ever put out.
He's the man.
Yeah,
been my friend for probably almost a decade now.
No shit. Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah. Hey, man, you got to have people like that.
Yes, sir.
And fuck, I was about to say something. Left my mind. With Big Deal, dude, I don't even know where I was going. Oh yeah, you guys are on a record label too, right?
Yeah, Heroes and Martyrs.
Heroes and Martyrs.
They're out of New York. Steve, who runs it, is the fucking man. Like, he will make whatever work, and he's always like super passionate about what he does. Like, he's juggling a lot of bands right now, like Suffer No Fools and More Pollution and a few other bands from New York. They're all badass. Ill Communication, that's the Beastie Boys band. But
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a band called Ill Communication. They're tight.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't heard of it, which I'm like a Beastie Boys head. I love Beastie Boys.
Yeah, they don't sound like Beastie Boys, but I'm like, oh, it's the Beastie Boys band. I remember their name, but they're sick. So
good.
But yeah, like, he is very attentive, and he will always deliver his promises. So yeah, he's been super helpful so far, and we could see it through like the reaction we got from our single release. Like, he definitely makes a huge impact as if we were to like self-release it,
Good. Yeah. Anybody that wants to add value that can, dude, that's fucking cool.
Yes.
Especially like if I was to do like a record label, like, you'd want to put as much effort as you would like into your own band, into other bands, so you're not like a shitty record label guy, like
right.
You really want to. It's a lot to juggle. So if anybody wants to take on that role, you really hope they would put in 110% every time for you if they're willing to take you on, and you say they can do something, or whatever, they want to work with you or whatever the fuck how it works. Like, you just don't want to be like put on the back burner.
Right.
So that's cool, man. They can fucking push you that hard and help you out when you need it. And
yeah, it's big responsibility, especially when you're doing that many bands. But if you could do it, absolutely. He definitely plays a part.
Yeah. Shit, man. fuck, what about like with Vigilante? I know you guys just dropped that shit. Recently. You guys got any big plans with that band right now, or just living with what you got right now? And
So actually, yeah, we had like 8 songs when I joined the band. I actually didn't start this band; it's kind of more John's and Hunter's deal. We had like 8 songs, and we just decided to record the best, not the best, but a certain 4 that would make sense, and record it at a later date, the other 4. So we actually believe there's 5 or 6 because we ended up writing 2 more. We're going to be recording that next month with Alex from Water Pollution up in Saginaw. So
good shit.
Yeah, I'm real excited about
Look,
that.
man,
It's coming together pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, John and Hunter, are no fucking strangers to making good fucking music.
Yeah,
so
that's why, I was like, I'll write a song or 2, but
that's some shoes to fill, man. Like you're just an addition to their fucking project, which is
Yeah.
cool. Which they obviously appreciate you and what you do. You just don't fucking pick anybody. If you're looking for a certain sound and certain committed individuals who can put in that are really really passionate.
Yeah, they're definitely great dudes to be in a band with. And then Joe and Andrew. Joe's the drummer. He's in Tyrant, and
Reckless too.
Right.
Or is Andrew in Reckless? I know so.
Andrew was in Reckless.
Okay.
I know Joe was in Tyrant. Andrew was in Reckless and Poison Tongues for a short stint. And those 2 guys are awesome. Like all 4 of them. Like it's been a great band to be a part of, and kind of seeing it from a different perspective.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they're older. Fucking like I was like, it's weird. Like because I've known those guys for well, not Hunter because I didn't really know him that long, but like John, like seeing him when I was like 17, 18 years old, he was like 30 then. I don't know fucking how old, but it's just weird because he's so like on the level with everybody. But like back in the day when I was young, I was like those guys are old and fucking crazy, and I'm just gonna stay here and do my thing. But it's like, oh yeah, they're really not crazy. Well, they are crazy, but like not like bad, like not get along with. They're all pretty cool guys. It's just weird, man, because now, did you ever have that, like, you're looking up to older guys, or some people, like, when you started going to shows, where you're like, those people are fucking nuts? Like, were you ever had, like, intimidation, like, going to shows, or were you always, like, pretty comfortable?
Oh, yeah, I for sure had some intimidation. I started going to shows when I was, like, 12, and I live 15 minutes away from the Static Age in Romeo.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
I didn't see, like, all, like, the crazy-ass shows that were there, but I did... I'd go to like grindcore shows when I was 12. But then seeing all these like crazy ass shows that happened, and I'm like, man, I could have saw Have Part. I could have saw like Kids Like Us. I could have saw a bunch of these crazy ass bands.
Death Threat played there.
Yeah, which I mean, like
Mongoloids.
But there definitely was an intimidation factor. I remember seeing like Smash there, Ghost X Ship from New York.
I remember that band.
I was like 12, like dodging like guys that are like 300 pounds fist. I'm like, so I mean, there definitely was at first, but you get familiar.
Yeah, I mean, if you were there for Static Age, like you've seen pretty much everything there was to see in Detroit in that era, because that place fucking was nuts, and like who it was owned by, like Chris, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I never really made it out there because I did a few times, but it had to be like really worth it for me because I didn't fucking get my license till I was like fucking 21. I don't know why. I just never had a car, and like everybody I knew, they're like, "Yeah, I'm not driving that far.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
hike
down
from
here, and I'm not driving an hour and 20 minutes for a fucking $5 show." I'm like, "Well, we should. It'd be cool." But yeah, I remember seeing fucking Meltdown there, fucking Razzle Dazzle, a bunch of cool bands. Yeah, so it was a good place, and that's why I asked about like the intimidation thing, because like being younger, like you might have missed, some of the fucking crazy Detroit hardcore shows, especially the Modern Exchange. Did you ever go there or no?
Never been to the Modern Exchange.
Okay,
that's like the one that hurts my soul a little bit. I'm like, man, I hear all these stories, but
Yeah, man, it was a fun place. It was pretty much anything goes as long as the cops don't show up. It was like in fucking, and the poor owner of that place, like for some reason he put up. I don't know why he put up with it because I wouldn't. I'm like, you guys are fucking insane, but
yeah, a whole new level of hardcore, I guess. For lack of a better term.
Yeah, especially when like Smash Your Enemies played there a few times, like
couches off the balcony.
Yeah, garbage everywhere. It was such a shit show. Just to see like just the whole floor covered in trash and people slip in and fall in, and just a shit show. But it's just what it was, and like it was fun. But like looking back, I'm like, oh, disgusting. There's a couple videos where there's just fucking garbage everywhere. And people are trying to mosh, they're just fucking slipping on their ass. And,
oh my god!
And getting pushed across, like they're like skiing across like a wet floor. And there's been a few shows where the owner, fucking Doug, shout out to Doug, he would walk around with like a fire hydrant full of like fucking bear mace. It was like fucking bigger than this, dude. It had like a hose on it, but it was fucking bear mace.
Started spraying people.
Oh yeah, man. If he had to shut it down, a couple nights he shut it down when the like riots would break out.
Yeah, you could only
17
take so
people
much.
Fighting, and
yeah,
whatever, like shit happened, but like the only way to break it up was to be able to hit these people with the fucking bear mace.
I mean, kind of understandable, you know. You ain't gonna stop 17 goons.
Yeah, dude, it's scary. And that's what it was though at that time. Like we'd go to the Modern Exchange, we'd hang out in the fucking thrift store parking lot across the street and just get all fucked up and just go inside and look for trouble,
Yeah.
Just look for trouble. That's what it was, just all fucking menacing nonsense, dude. Like, who we smacking up tonight? I mean, you can laugh about it now, but it was like if somebody did that to somebody I know or like my kid, like, I'm gonna come kick your fucking face in.
Right.
Like it wasn't cool, but like it was at the time.
Makes for a crazy story, decade and some change later.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And it's just fucking everybody was crazy then, and that was the environment and the mentality like over half the people had. And I guess if each wanted to fit in, you had to be fucking nuts.
Damn.
And it's maybe for the best that it's a lot more welcoming, and all these younger kids can come and enjoy it and feel a little safer than we did, because still you can't talk shit, and get away with it.
Yeah.
But it's not, but people are looking for fights constantly.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more tame now.
It's for the best. At the end of the day, it's for the best. Everybody hears the stories about the early 90s and mid 90s, like the coldest life shit. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. It was suburban kids versus the fucking Detroit fucking punk rockers, and it's like it's cool to hear, but when you talk to people, they're like, yeah, it wasn't cool to be there because
there's an age difference now too. I mean, I saw some kids at the show last night that I'm like, I don't know if you could even have a driver's license at this point. You're 15 years old, which is badass, but like, you're gonna smack up a 15-year-old.
Yeah, right. Not anymore, man. That's if I let them smack each other up, I'll sit and watch. But like,
I'll put money on it. That should be a thing, man.
Yeah.
Have them fight each other.
Yeah, that's it. Have them fight, dude. That's how it's just. I was telling a story last night, man. I remember when the first. It was in a basement, actually, for Justin from Parts of Labor booked the show. It was on Broken Wings, and I think like from a second-story window.
No shit.
In a bar basement in Lincoln Park, over behind Walgreens on Fort and Southfield. This isn't a basement, dude. Probably.
Oh yeah, right down the road.
There's 60 people there, maybe in the basement. And I was 17. It was 18 and up, but I was able to fucking get in because of Justin. He fucking ruled, man. He let me into all the 18 up shows, and like I was like basically told to go fight that kid. For no reason, just the older guys, like peer entertainment, I guess. I was like, all right, let me go fight this kid for no reason. I mean, it's like a mosh beef thing, but they're like, no, you got to settle it. It's like, well, why am I doing this? I remember not thinking that at the time. Like, no, I'm not going to do it. Like, this is a bad idea. I was like, all right, this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
It's like stupid mentality to fit in.
The old head said do it, so.
You got to do it. And then I got sucker punched by Brian Bem. But he was just protecting his boy. And that's what I've told the story before. Like, he didn't know that I knew like his friends or whatever, and they fucking put me up to that shit. That's kind of how it happened. And he just had his boy back like anybody else would.
Yeah.
Like, I don't blame him for what he did. It's just like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, and it was always was kind of funny after that. Like it was just a big misunderstanding. Like,
Right.
And
It all gets settled.
yeah. I mean, if you want to keep showing up, at the same place together, when you're gonna fight every time.
Yeah. I mean, you don't got to be friends, but you don't have to have beef.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
And it really wasn't that serious to begin with. It was just like me being told, like,
Yeah.
"This will be fun to go do that." It's like, all right, I'll do it. Good times, man. So yeah, it was a different thing back then. Which, I mean, some people look back and long for the violence, and it can still get pretty ugly out there in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
everybody kind of accepts getting hit. It's going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
and if people don't know, like, they find out pretty quick that there's nothing you can do about it. Just get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. That's all. That's all you can do. You can't get too hurt about it.
Well, it's always the fun thing still. It doesn't happen much anymore when somebody doesn't like realize, like where they are, and they're like, "Oh yeah, fucking hit me again and see what happens."
Yeah,
like,
that's not
sad.
really the mentality to have. You're just gonna run into some trouble.
Yeah.
Hope you could hold your own at that point.
Yeah, because
I mean, look at Richie. The guy he got knocked out last night.
just the 5th time in like a year.
6, because he has a playlist of every song he's ever been knocked out to, and if I counted, he Concuss is now added to that list, and that's 6 songs. So
Wow. Yeah, it's funny because I seen him mosh and having a good time, whatever, and then I didn't see him get hit, but I heard it. I heard his head hit the wall.
yeah,
Because he got hit and his head bounced off the wall.
just dropped.
Yeah, and I looked over. I seen his big fucking Bozu shoes fucking sticking straight up. His Chuck Taylor's were fucking we're toes up. I was like, oh, that's Richie's feet right there. There he goes again.
You saw the One Life Cruise shirt hit the ground, and fucking there's Richie.
Yeah. Oh, he's okay because I think he left at like he sat around and then he left.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit afterward. He seemed like he needed to go to the hospital.
Damn.
We got to protect him. He's good for the riffs.
Yeah, yeah, man, he is.
6 times in 2 years, he's going to end up being like Chris Benoit and murder his family or some shit like that.
CTE from hardcore.
Yeah.
It happens, but yeah, man, he's always fucking sleeping. So get it together, Richie. Put on the fucking, I don't know, something to protect your jaw. Because they haven't like Painted Truth. I know he got knocked, I think.
Big deal once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't during like an intro too.
Yeah. If I recall on the playlist, it was Cold Blood, which usually we'd play when he got knocked out. We'd play it like second after like a 45-second song, so it probably wasn't long into our set.
Oh my god, what a guy! Yeah, and you got to protect him at all costs. He's fucking great on bass and everything else he does, man. Dude, did you see Hard Count yet? Or no, you weren't at the for 10, were you?
No, I was.
Okay, yeah. That fucking chunky bass he plays, I love it.
Yeah, Hard Count is sick. Contained is very sick. I'm excited to see them. I booked them with Slice and Knife Wound.
Yeah,
from Atlanta and Gagger.
Isn't that in like a couple weeks?
It's like 29th. The 28th, I believe. Might be the 29th.
I think it's the 29th. It's about leap year show.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So crazy. And it's a Thursday. I believe it's a Thursday.
It is a Thursday, yeah.
I'll show up. Got to support Joe Plonkey. He's got to pay that fucking sanctuary dues.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of new bands. So I was like, trying to figure out who to get on it, and I'm like, it could just be kind of like a newer band showcase. I think that'd be badass with all like the new bands that are hard to even, remember at this point, because you got, Fight for Your Life too. That's another. Brendan Therian.
Yeah.
Persist, bunch of new bands. And it's like, at least give a few of them a chance and, throw them on a show.
Yeah, man. Well, they got to. And a lot of them, don't even know how to book shows, like, or who to go to or how to get it started. Like, that with Josh from Liuda, like, he asked me the other day, he's like, I don't know like how to get on shows. Like, you're better off just fucking booking your own right now. He's like, I don't know how to do that. And I've only booked a few shows, but I kind of broke it down to him yesterday, like at the show, like, just fucking start asking just around, dude. Ask other fucking newer bands. Don't go out of your reach unless you're willing to be, fucking rejected, because you're gonna go through fucking 20 bands before you get a 5 lineup.
Yeah.
That's kind of been my experience anyway.
No, that's pretty similar to mine too. I don't even remember the first the first show I booked, but I think there's like six people there, and it is what it is.
Yeah, you want to hope for the best. It's like start small, start a small venue. Don't you promise something you can't deliver to bands because you get your ass kicked and you can fucking walk your ass to the ATM and
that was my thing. It's like, all right, I better have an extra $100 or so just to make up for it. But it is what it is. You make good connections out of it, and I've even not like for like a band's sake, like, okay, this will help my band out. I just made good relationship over time.
Yeah, and then whenever you talk to somebody who'll start another band, they'll ask you, or if you go somewhere, you can ask them to hook you up with a show, and that's kind of the whole ordeal there,
Yeah, exactly.
And it's cool though. I mean, fuck that one show I booked, that Shattered Realm, Enemy of God, Missing Link. I think I was Missing Link's like first show, the actual show, dude.
Was it really?
Yeah, in Detroit. I think they put out a couple songs or whatever, and they didn't. And they hadn't played like fucking one show, I don't think, because it was like right after the pandemic.
I didn't even know that band was that new.
Yeah.
No
that was in 21 September 26, 2020. I got the flyer down there. Yeah. And
that's a scary ass band.
Yeah. They're even fucking bigger and scarier now than they were then.
I saw them in Chicago, and oof.
Oh,
what a band.
Oh yeah, you went to that.
Yeah, it was
Bad Beat and shit played, right?
A bunch of bands, D Block, Hold My Own.
Yeah, dude, I just gone to Chicago like 2 weeks before that for fucking Bulldoze and End It and Hold My Own and shit. So I was like, damn, everybody is fucking going to this one. Yeah. All my people are fucking going out to that.
Yeah, it was like a last minute decision. It was like 11. Me and my girl were just like, I want to go to Chicago. Like, let's go. Fuck it. And I'm like, yeah, why not? So
yeah, it wasn't a bad show to go to.
It was wild.
And did you go to both shows? Like, did you make like the afternoon?
No, I was the afternoon sold out like pretty immediately. So I just, went to see D Block, got there around 7:00. The drive was probably an hour longer than my time there, but that's all right. It was cool to see everyone and
fuck it.
Yeah.
And you drove back too?
Yeah. Well, I had to work in Ohio like a day, like a few hours later, so I had my girl drive while I slept the little bit I could. So
man, dude, when I went to that Bulldoze show like a couple weeks before that, me and Jimmy Glaros went. Shout out, fucking Top Floor Tapes, and
the man,
he is the man. We drove there. And it was during like the snowstorm. There's a snowstorm, and it was supposed to be over by like 8 or 9 that night. I was like, yeah, it'll be cool, whatever. Then they extended like the fucking snowstorm like watch or whatever to like noon the next day. So I was driving home, man, in the scariest, most fucking dangerous weather I've ever been in my life. After driving 4 hours, spending the entire day in Chicago, and then
driving. Get that lake effect.
Yeah,
too,
four.
It's terrible.
Oh, dude, it was like everything before like Kalamazoo, from Indiana to like Kalamazoo was just whiteout conditions. Like you couldn't see the road. Like there's literally no road, and it just like so you couldn't see fucking 15 feet in front of you. It was actually better with my lights off. I swear to God, I turned my lights off. And because, like, for some reason, like, the moon and the snow, it made it, like, easier to see.
It's not reflecting back at you. When there's that much snow, it's like, okay. Like, certainly ain't going to have my brights on.
Yeah, no. And then, you see the cars in the ditch, whatever few cars were on the road. I was like, this is fucked up. And Jimmy was tripping. He was so scared.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Like, trust me, I'm a professional.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I am a truck driver, but snow sucks for anybody.
Yeah.
In any vehicle.
For sure.
Yeah. Like, doesn't mean shit. You should keep your distance and don't end up in a ditch.
Yeah. Some guy fucking swiped me on 75 going the other day. He's like, he gets out, and there was no real damage, but he hit me pretty fucking hard. He gets out, he's like, at least I know it's icy now. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. I was like, it took you to hit me to realize that it's fucking icy outside? Like, it's a snowstorm.
Yeah. It was on Thursday?
This was a little while ago, like when it was sub-zero temperatures, probably about a month ago. But I'm like, oh my God.
Dude.
People just forget how to drive, especially in Michigan.
No, you never understand it. How, they're
zipping past me going 90 miles an hour. It's like, I wasn't going, it's not like I was going 20. I was probably going a cool 55, 60, but it was definitely warranted for how it was.
Yeah. People are nuts, man. They
Gets out laughing. I'm like, stupid fuck.
Just break your fucking head open. Yeah, probably ruined your day. But
A little bit.
yeah, fucking weather, hardcore shows. Fucking Michigan, dude. Spring's coming up very soon, so that's exciting.
Can't fucking wait, man.
I know, man. Get back to the beach.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Especially you're downriver now, man. You can go fucking take a little stroll downtown Wyandotte.
Dude,
walk
I'm
by the river.
So excited because I haven't experienced living down here when it's warm. You know, we moved on like Black Friday. It was like the end of November. So
Well, there's a lot going on always, especially in Wyandotte, man. It's like its
Yeah.
own little fucking weird community. I call it the cult city because like they keep it so local. It's like its own like fucking like a legitimate community where they support each other. All these small local businesses.
I love it down here. Like it immediately felt like I'm like, all right, this is like home. You know?
Yeah, man. It's like Main Street up in fucking Leonard. You know?
Yeah. A little bigger, but yeah. Not as many horses, cows.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, no, I don't know if they still do anymore. Like every like third Friday of the month, like every business is like doing shit like at night. People walking around everywhere. You know,
shit.
yeah. You're not like a drinker, but there's so many bars down there, and they do like bar crawls where everybody goes to like a bar, and everyone sort of moves along, and every other bar is a deal, and the food down there's crazy. All these fucking bar restaurants.
Great.
It's so good.
Great. Yeah, we went. God, I can't even remember the name. It was like a coffee shop that was doing like mocktails.
It's down there?
Yeah, it was in Wyandotte. They had like mocktail night, and there was so many people in this place. Like it was kind of cool.
Was it a long time ago?
No, it was. It's the day I got my journeyman's license. We all went out and celebrated with some mocktails. I forgot what it's called, man.
I don't know.
It's a coffee shop down here. It was fucking great.
Was it like that Granddad's, or is that a bar?
No, Granddad's is that bar next to Bobcat Bonnie's, right?
Yeah.
That place rules.
Bobcat. I seen you and Joshua that one time for brunch.
That's the spot, man.
I was lit at fucking 11 o'clock.
We were like looking across the place, like, dude, that's Uncle Terry, man.
Yeah. And that was my first time there, too. My wife has been there a few times. Everybody I know fucking rave about it. And I was like, all right, time to, like, I was feeling brunch. I'm like, brunch is for fucking...
Getting tanked.
Yeah. And I just think of like a bunch of white girls going to brunch. That's what I feel. Like, I don't even like saying brunch. I feel gay. But no, it's cool because I got like really good fucking food and good drinks if you like drinks.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of good shit.
Absolutely.
There used to be a venue actually in downtown Wyandotte a long time ago. I forgot what it was. Some weird DIY space. I've seen a few local and downriver like punk bands like way back in the day, and they also had this saying down on Oak Street, the bar called I think it's called fucking like Bookies or something now.
Okay, yeah.
Bookies. Well, it used to be called Dom Polski's. How fucking Polish is that in Wyandotte?
Dom Polski.
And they had a hall attached to it, and they would do this thing called the Downriver Love Show, but it was just these like downriver punk bands. There was a couple hardcore bands. I didn't even know what hardcore was back in the day. Like I just knew like what punk was. This band. Quit Your Life. I don't think I've heard of them.
Okay, yeah.
No, them. Good Cop, Bad Cop, or no, something like that. No, I think it's still a band. It could have been a long time.
Definitely
ago.
seeing Good Cop, Bad Cop on flyers.
Yeah, and just a bunch of local punk bands, like, and it was just something to do. It was like how I got like my like introduction into
nice.
into local music anyway. Like I didn't know what hardcore was for a couple of years until after that. I was like, I just go here and fucking hang out with these fucking cool punk bands.
Yeah.
And it was just fun to see. And so that place anyway, and the Downriver Love Show was like its own fest. It was like an all day thing, probably like 12 bands or so, all kinds of different bands. They'd have a fucking rap and punk and like emo and shit like that. It was just fun because it was like my introduction. Then I found hardcore after that, and I was like, this is way different, and I like this a lot more.
Yeah.
It's like the violence or whatever. I don't know, something.
The intimidation factor.
Yeah. I was like I can feel it in my vagina, you know? Like gives me the tingles, and I liked it.
Gets you a little feelings, a little tingly.
Yeah.
No.
And that's what it was. It was a little more exciting than, these little fucking push mosh idiots.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, see people get fucking blasted and people knocked out and fights potentially. It just felt like a little more dangerous. And
yeah, definitely.
And that's why it's more attractive to me anyway.
No, yeah, that definitely, I saw a few hardcore bands like Static Age era when I was super young. I couldn't remember their names, but like I remember I'm like, okay, this is hardcore and this is, post-hardcore, metalcore, whatever you want to call it. I'm like, there's clear difference.
Yeah. I mean, you have to like follow like a trail to get to it eventually. It just doesn't show up unless you got like an older brother or something.
Yeah.
That's how I was at the punk shows. Then, somebody showed me like maybe like fucking like Kill Switch Engage or like God Forbid or something like that. And I was like, I like how it's heavier. It's a little more like growly, shit like that. And then somehow I ended up like listening to like a Static Lullaby and The Bled. And I just like how loud it was. Like, the screaming, and then there's Poison the Well and Hope's Fall.
Yeah.
It was a weird like trail you had to follow to end up like, this is the sound I found.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's just a cool like, journey into, finding what you actually love and wouldn't trade for the world. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cool.
You all take a different path to get there, but I'll end up there at some point.
Yeah, dude. Is there any bands that like you wouldn't admit to liking that you really do like?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was into music when I was 12, 13, 14 years old. I like my
Korn and Limp Bizkit. No?
More embarrassing than that. I was into like the Asking Alexandria.
Oh,
when I was like fucking 14.
Yeah.
Everyone goes through that phase. Well, not everyone, but
you gotta start somewhere.
I'm glad I'm out of it. But yeah, and then my brother, shout out to my brother Jimmy. He's kind of showed me all that, and then he's like, all right, what about like Hatebreed and like I remember like Lionheart, and I eventually ended up listening to that a little bit more than the other stuff, and kind of introduced me to hardcore.
Yeah, hey, that's cool. Like, I listened to Hatebreed before I even knew what hardcore was, because it was on an Ozfest compilation that somebody had given me, or I heard it, and I don't even know what song it was, but it wasn't even. I don't even think it was off of Perseverance. It was before that, and then I seen the video for "I Will Be Heard." Like, it was like an MTV2 thing or something like that. Headbanger's Ball. I don't know what the fuck it was. But I remember seeing it and be like, that mosh pit looks different. People swinging their arms and shit.
Right.
And jumping off the stage and Jamie, all the pylons, people. I was like, man, that looks way cooler than this fucking like Slipknot video or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it was a way smaller crowd. And then you look at like that song Faith by Limp Bizkit. You ever seen that music video?
I don't think I've seen the music. I definitely know the song.
Okay, well, it shows them like a big, 10,000 people crowd, everyone like jumping and all crazy looking. Like, it looked cool, but then like comparing it to like I Will Be Heard video, it's just like recognized. Like, it's like a different crowd, and it was just cool to see.
Yeah, like it's a little bit more up close and personal. Not whole bunch of people push moshing on a mud pit and DTE.
Well, I got three different circle pits.
Yeah. Which, I mean, both cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, dude, I seen Slipknot at DTE.
Really?
Yeah, that was really cool. The Walls of Jericho I seen there. Yeah, Sworn Enemy. That was in the parking lot.
Okay. I was gonna say Walls of Jericho was playing DTE.
Yeah, it was. But it was after Ozfest. It was like the Rockstar Energy.
Was it Mayhem Fest?
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, I remember them having that there back in the day, but I never actually went.
But Disturbed played it too.
Disturbed played? Okay. Yeah, I know like Code Orange played. I remember them. Body Count played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did it a few years, but I only went to 1 year. It was like my 21st birthday I went. So
good way to
13
celebrate, yeah.
14 years. I'd never seen Slipknot before that too. I was a big Slipknot fan. Well, everything like Iowa and before. So it's like 2 albums is what I liked, but anything after that I don't give a fuck about.
They clearly took it downhill. But,
yeah.
It happens.
But just to see like People Equal Shit live, dude, I was like, this is fucking insane, dude. It was crazy.
Crazy.
And like I was already like deep into hardcore at the time, but I was like, I'm not missing this. Like, fucking Slipknot live, dude.
Yeah.
And it just sucked because it was in August. It was like mid-August, but for some reason it was like 52 degrees and rainy.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
Yeah. So it rained most of the day.
Yeah.
And it sucked. And then like by the time nightfall, like DTE's wide and open, just like the wind whipping through. It was like fucking 48
Just
degrees.
feel like shit the next day.
Yeah, everyone's sick as fuck, dude. Yeah. The people were like, we're emptying out like the garbage cans and like taking the garbage bags and wearing them as ponchos. I just spit everywhere. But wearing them as ponchos, like just to stay dry.
Yeah.
And by that point, I was just fucking soaked. The bathrooms were just huddled with people, like trying to stay dry. Fucking monsoon, and like DTE on the hill, dude. Like before Slipknot went on, man, everyone was ripping up like the sod. It was like a sod war. People just whipping like giant chunks of fucking grass like all across the entire.
That's crazy.
It was like raining fucking dirt and grass.
Yeah, very DTE.
It was a war
behavior. Man.
Yeah, and I said it rained, so people are slipping down the hill, fucking mud, and like dumb like fucking drunk girls like spilling their beer and trying to walk down and shit. Man, it's just a crazy place, and they have lots of amphitheaters like that. It's nothing.
Yeah,
new
I feel like
original.
Every state has their DTE for sure.
But it's a good time, man. I seen Ted Nugent there a couple times.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah, Uncle Ted.
Yeah,
fucking from Motor City. Madman, that's his name.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah. He shot a flaming arrow into Osama bin Laden. It was like hanging by like a noose on this. It was like a cardboard cutout of Osama bin Laden hanging by a noose in the middle of the stage. He shot a flaming arrow into him.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
It was amazing.
It's Ted Nugent.
Yeah, and he came out to America, fuck yeah, and just people were going nuts, dude. He is a madman for sure.
I just like to be a fly on the wall for a show like that,
Just a bunch of crazy butt rock people.
Yeah.
But dude, it's fun. Fun times. I love fucking Ted Nugent. I want to go see him again. I would. Would you go?
I'd go for
Ted
sure.
Nugent when he comes back in the summertime, we should all go.
Let's go.
Go out to your hood in fucking Clarkston and see him.
Yeah, I just live 5 minutes from there. I'd be able to hear DTE from my house.
Stop at Kid Rock's restaurant.
Yeah.
Old Bobby.
Oh yeah, it's a wood shop.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that place rules.
Is it? Actually, I've never been there. I always wanted to.
It's so good.
But you got to drag me out to DTE.
Yeah, it's a hike.
Yeah,
it's a hike.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen Kid Rock there twice as well.
Okay,
it's a good show. Not gonna lie, people hate Kid Rock. It's a great fucking show.
I saw him at the opening of Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, when everyone was mad at him for saying some crazy shit.
Yeah, I mean, say what you want. I mean, he had some crazy ass opinions talking about how he's gonna run for president and all that. But when he played American Badass, I kind of, it's just.
Dude, it's a great show, and he fucking goes crazy. Then he does everything off of like Devil Without a Cause. Like,
yeah.
Oh, and that was my shit when I was like 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah,
I loved Kid Rock.
It's a nostalgia thing, It's like, of course he's fucking crazy. Of course, like,
yeah, it's fun.
He's got some crazy ass views, but there's a riff or two in there.
He played with ZZ Top one of the times, and then Journey the next time.
ZZ Top would be sick.
Yeah, it was badass.
Yeah,
but ZZ Top rules.
Seeing all those bearded men fucking playing off fuzz pedals.
Yeah, dude, nothing better. Yeah, I've been to a few weird concerts like that. I don't know. I'll go to anything that sounds good, dude. Yeah. I think fucking March 30th or something. I'm gonna go see Afro Man, dude, because I got high.
Oh, that is so sick.
He's playing at the Diamondback in Belleville. The Diamondback. It used to be.
Belleville, no shit.
Yeah. It's on 94 in Haggerty. So it's not far. But it used to be called the Diamondback Saloon. It was like a country bar. Like, so people would go there to like line dancing and shit. But I don't know why they sold it or whatever. They're like changing what they do there.
They said, "Fuck it, we're gonna
have Afro Man."
Have Afro Man.
Dude, and I know Slick Rick's playing there too, like real soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean they're doing shit there, but I've never seen Afro Man. I would definitely go see Afro Man just to say I see
it's
Afro.
A story, At the very least, it's a story. Whether
Like,
it's good or it's bad, it's a story.
Yeah, why am I here seeing Afro Man? Because I got high. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
That's good, man. Dude, I mean, what the fuck else is going on? We're talking about booking shows. Already you know, you mentioned yourself doing some fucking like crazy shit, you know, like you like got like shotgun energy drinks and do weird stuff, eat hot peppers and shit like that. You did that one chip challenge.
Yeah, I did that twice.
How was it? Because I've always wanted to do it, and there's not many people that are as dumb to do that. So it's hard to find somebody's experience.
I'm dumb enough to do it twice. So, so the first time was an Enemy of God practice. Kara bought me one off Amazon or something like that. I'm like, all right, I'll try it. And like, I'm like, yeah, it's fucking hot, but you know, I can handle it. And then the second we were done practicing, I was hugging Robbie's toilet, and like literally, like I felt like I was gonna pass out, like it was bad. So a year later, I'm like, I'm gonna eat one on stage, you know, thinking it was a good idea. And it sucked. It wasn't as bad, but I remember I was like watching Days Lost. I'm like, I might shit myself right now. like I'm like, dude, it's gotta fucking me up a little bit. So yeah, that shit's pretty real.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
huh?
I like my hot sauces. I like eating inedible shit. You know.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't, and so it's I'll fuck with hot stuff. I like to give everything a chance. I'll fucking taste pretty much anything. But most of them taste like shit. They're just really hot. In my opinion, it's hard to find like a good one that
gotta
has
have
like
good
a right
flavor.
heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Like you watch like that like Hot Ones show, and people are like it's fucking like gross, but it's really hot, or they're like it's really good, but it's really hot.
See, I've actually tried the last dab that they have on that show. It's like a mustardy kind of flavor. It's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it as hot? Like, is it really fucking hot?
Yeah, I've definitely have it hotter. My little brother got me like 9 million Scoville hot sauce for Christmas, and you know, I dipped like just barely enough on a Cheez-It, and it
fucked you up.
Yeah, almost literally sent me to the ground. I was like, holy shit.
Damn.
Not that I expect anything less. It's 9 million Scovilles. I didn't expect it to be like, you know, go about my day afterward.
Yeah. So now, what do you do with it? Like, not like do just like sit in your fucking kitchen, or like do you add it to stuff? Like, do you like cut it in with something else?
Yeah. If I were to actually use it, maybe I'd make like a big ass pot of chili and then just use a drop.
Sure. Yeah. Or even make like create like your own barbecue sauce and just add a drop of that to get fucking kick to it.
Shit.
You know.
Then I'll bring it to you and have you smoke some brisket for me.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm fucking down. I haven't smoked a brisket in a while.
Yeah.
I normally will do it any time of the year. I've just been real busy lately. Dude, I love smoking brisket.
It's the best.
It is the best.
It's a good bang for your buck too. You know, it's like you spend $80 on a brisket, but it feeds you for a week. You know?
Yeah. And you know, it sucks because you got to go through like trial and error. Like, you know, there's a couple that I fucked up. I'm like, this is a fucking total. Like, I might as well just put this in fucking dog food.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, the $100 brisket.
I've made some trash too. Yeah.
It sucks, but once you figure it out, you know, you just got to really pay attention to the temperature. And shit, you live close.
4 minutes from you now.
That's crazy.
I'm like, damn, I could have walked here if it was a nice day.
And yeah, like I like to make my own like barbecue sauce. Like, I'll use like whatever drippings from like, you know, if I'm doing a pork shoulder or even the brisket. Just
use the juices.
Yeah. Just, you know, ketchup, mustard, some fucking Worcestershire sauce, and you know, just add whatever you want to it, man. Just fucking seasoning, and get it hot in a pot, and then you gotta let it cool overnight. That's my thing. You gotta let it cool.
Yeah.
And then I've even let it cool, and I'll put it in a pan and put it back in the smoker to get some like smoke flavor on the barbecue sauce. I go retarded.
I have a lot to learn from you, man.
I got you. We're close. We can.
Sounds like you got it down to a science now.
Yeah, dude. It's what I'm interested in like cooking, fucking like smoking food, fucking barbecuing, and hardcore shows. Like, what's better than that?
Two of the greatest things in life, man.
yeah, dude. I love barbecue, man. But yeah, you doing like a 9 million Scoville hot sauce on your tongue, dude. The hottest I've ever done was like 4 million. And I was in Tennessee. You know, it was this place. It was like a hot sauce store.
Yeah.
Like, what's your hottest? Let's do it. And they give you a little toothpick or whatever to fucking dab it in there. So good luck, dude. I was coughing and like sneezing.
Do you have to sign a waiver?
No,
okay.
no, because it was just like a sample.
Yeah.
So I don't think could have done. You probably had to like coat something in it for it to really hurt you.
Yeah.
And that's
just enough to be like, oh, like, yeah.
Yeah, but it cleared me out, man. My sinuses were fucked. Well, I'm like drained. Like I was like, I had a runny nose and my eyes were red for the entire day.
Yeah.
It didn't put me out, but if I would have had more than what I did, it would have been bad.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you how many Scovilles it was, but I did a hot wing challenge once.
Oh, shit.
I was with the Cold Shoulder Boys in Toronto. It's called Wingporium, the Black Mamba Challenge.
Oh,
shit.
Like, I think I've heard of that.
There's a video of me. I'm just peeling layers off. I ended up like in like a wife beater, just like acting like an idiot, just eating these wings. And yeah, it was fucking hot. And then I'm like, what do I do? What do I get if I win it? They're like, yeah, we don't even hang your picture anymore. They're like, well, we might put it somewhere online. I'm like, I'll do it anyway. So,
well, how many wings was it?
It was like a pound, I think. A pound of just like super, super hot. I want to say it was like
super saucy.
4. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds rough.
Yeah, but I did it. I came out on top, but it was a journey to get there.
Man, yeah. There's a few challenges that I would love to do, man, but it's so gluttonous. It's fucking punishment. Like we talked about that Mally's burger, that fucking 10-pound burger.
That can't be for one person. A 10-pound burger is just crazy.
I mean, it's supposed to be a challenge, like if you wanted to, but fuck, I think only had 1 or 2 people did it. That guy, Man versus Food, I think he did it. Adam Richman is his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went to Mally's and did that, and I don't know if I don't remember, but I know he went there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man versus Food, and they used to have But you're in Wanda. Have you been to Joe's Hamburgers yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So that place is fire, dude. I used to work at a meat market in Wanda, Jerry's Food Market on 12th and Oak.
Okay.
Across from the Oak Cafe. But so they used to get their meat from there, for other burgers and shit. This really has nothing to do with hardcore, but I'm telling you anyway. And they used to have every year they would have like a slider eating competition, like where you pay money or whatever to like join it, but they just like give you as many sliders. Whoever eats the most before they quit wins. I never did. I never witnessed it, but I knew that they did it. I was like, I would feel like I would just crush a competition like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man, because I got food like one time. I got I had 3 sliders from there. I was like, let's just see how fast I can actually eat these things. I just
devour. It's just sliders.
Yeah, 2 minutes, dude. If that, they're just gone. I was like, I could eat 15 more of these probably. At least I felt like I could. Like if I would have got deeper, like you really feel like full. Like eventually, like have you ever done like an eating challenge? Oh yeah, you did a burrito one before, right?
Yeah, but I didn't complete that, man. 5-pound burrito. I got about 3.5 pounds in, and it all came out.
Where was it at? Was it around here?
It was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, yeah. Fortunately, didn't come out on top on that one.
5 pounds.
Ended up paying $50 to feel like complete shit.
Yeah, we're gonna walk back up that hill in Gatlinburg.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. We had to walk around afterward, and I was like, just leave me here to die.
Yeah. Dude, what was the name of the place? Do you remember?
Oh God, I couldn't tell you. It was right downtown, like right next to that ski hill. They have that.
Yeah. Well, there's a place right there. It's No Way Jose's or something. It's a place right down there.
Could have been that.
Yeah.
It's about like
that river. It's like a river. Like there's like a bridge you got to walk across and shit. But so much to do down there. It's fucking wild. I like.
It's a cool place.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Like you'd think it'd be fucking a bunch of hillbillies, but it's a bunch of tourists from everywhere.
Yeah, it's like very touristy.
Yeah, it's jam packed with people.
Yeah, we did the Smoky Mountains and we hiked all that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. You kind of get away from all the bullshit downtown.
Yeah, we like to do like a trip just about every year. Like last year, we went to Montana and
Montana
do some hiking.
I seen some of those photos, man. Looked like you guys had a good time.
It was probably my favorite trip I've ever taken. It was beautiful.
On top of a mountain or something. There's like a photo of you. Or there's a mountain behind you or something. I don't know if you're on it or it's fucking behind you, but I'm like, damn, that looks cool.
Yeah, Montana, we did a lot. And then recently went to Colorado and I did my first like 14,000 elevation.
Okay, maybe it could have been that.
Yeah, that was very hard. You know, like it was like every step I just ran out of breath.
Holy shit!
And
you hike from the bottom?
Yeah, and it was only about a 8-mile round trip hike, but
it probably took hours.
By the time I mean like the last mile probably took 3 hours literally because it was like every single step it was like I can't go, but we ended up doing all of it, and yeah, the result was worth it. It was fucking so beautiful.
Dude, yeah. I get a little fucking nervous up there probably. But when in Las Vegas, there's a few mountain ranges like on the outside of Vegas. We went and hiked one, and I don't remember the name of it, but like you end up looking like you're probably about 30 miles from like Vegas, but it's like weird to see it from up high and see the entire strip with all like the big buildings, all the fancy shit going on. And this like it was hard as fuck like to do it because like it said it was like intermediate or whatever. Like we looked it up, like it was like for my big ass, can I do this? Like intermediate is like for in shape people.
It's intermediate
who are used to hiking
for the locals that do it every single day. It's intermediate.
Yeah, and it was like 103 degrees. It was like horrific, but you still did it. Like it wasn't as hard as I thought. I was scared because I was going on YouTube watching. I was like, there's fucking an 80-year-old lady doing this. Like for sure I could do it. Like, what the fuck?
It's just what they condition their bodies to do. I've been like heaving on the side of the trail, and I see like an 80-year-old,
oh my
come past me waving, "Hey, how you doing?" But that's all they've known is hiking mountains,
Yeah, and then you see some of those videos. Like I'm really interested in like hiking, but just like the height factor really freaks me out. Like some of those where they have like they have like a harness and you have to clip it before you take another step, like walking across like a fucking cliff. Like I'm not gonna do that for sure. I'm not gonna do that.
I should probably be a little bit more scared than I am. I was fucking around, I was in pictured rocks. We were high up. I couldn't tell you an estimate, but I actually slid down the mountain and I grabbed onto a branch and it snapped. And I was like, of all the stupid shit I've done in my whole life, I'm like, this one takes the cake. I'm like, I just literally accepted it. It felt like slow motion. I'm like, I'm falling off a cliff right now. I probably fell about 20 feet, and I was able to like get my balance. And I just look up, and everyone I'm with, they're just like white. So they ended up having like a little walking cane, and they had to pull me up. So,
oh my god!
And my dumb ass, I'm chilling on the side of the mountain, like taking pictures.
You're talking about the UP, right? Pictured Rocks.
Yeah,
there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That place is fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Really cool up there.
Yeah, been there a few times. It's nice. But if I would have fallen, that's it. That's it.
So did you go to Marquette over that way too? It's the Black Rocks. Did you go over there?
Black Rocks.
I forgot what the name. Presque Isle. It's in Marquette.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing.
We try to hit all the destination spots, and last time we actually hung out with Kyle from Stuff for No Fools. Got some dinner with him.
Oh yeah.
So
there's some weird places up there up in the UP. It's like you gotta it's really like a straight up forest with a few few places there. It's fucking thick, man. It's thick when you're driving on like the main highways there. Like what the fuck, dude? It's like there's not even a telephone pole.
Yeah.
It's just all bush. Then you're on a road.
The definition of rural.
It's fucking scary because there's moose and elks and bears up there, like big fucking animals, and shit can happen.
Yeah. It's not. Some places aren't very regulated.
No, I was actually fucking disappointed one time we went up there and we ate at this restaurant. I was like, yeah, the best whitefish in the UP, whatever the fuck. I was like, cool, I'm gonna get some fucking delicious fried, fucking like fresh fish.
Yeah,
and it was just like triangles.
Oh no!
The pressed triangles of like frozen food.
Yeah,
and it was so disappointing because it was like
hate triangle fish.
yeah, $26.99. I was like, all right, it's gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah,
it was just some dog shit food, and I was like, man, I just paid for some Vandy Camps. I'd rather eat fish sticks, dude. Like this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
it's
and you expect it to be fresh up there, you know.
Well, yeah, because you're surrounded by water.
It's the Great Lakes,
the Great Lakes, baby. Yeah, I like that place. What else we got going on? Dude, Tied Down this year is gonna be crazy.
Huge.
Tied Down, fucking huge.
Huge.
It's gonna be crazy. Big deals on it.
Yeah, big deal. We're playing Sunday.
Sunday,
So-
okay. Yeah, dude, I'm excited to see how it goes because like it's like nothing but like headliner bands
Yeah.
besides the first like couple
Yeah.
and then
You know,
the rest.
I'm looking at the lineup. I'm like, holy shit! Like, it is stacked this year.
Yeah, man, it gets
Stacked.
crazier and crazier every time I look at it. Like, so there's only a few bands I'm like super excited to see, but with like all the bands in general, it's just like mind blowing.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
overwhelming to look at. I'm like, whew,
Yeah,
it'll be a busy day.
yeah. Who are you looking forward to see the most off the top of your head? Anything that you haven't seen that you're like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to see that finally.
I'm excited to see the 100 Demon set for sure. You know, wasn't like ever like super big into them, but just like, you know, seeing how much people care about them and seeing them live is going to be insane.
Yeah,
Youth of the Day, never was able to see them live. That's going to be really cool. I caught Have Heart when they did that big reunion back in like 2019.
yeah. It was like New York or something, wasn't it?
Flew out to Boston.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
duh. Why would it
Went
fucking,
to that.
Yeah.
I think they did play a New York show. though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not crazy.
So yeah, and that was like a crazy ass show. It was really cool to see. It was like 10,000 people there or something like that.
Yeah. Where's the footage, Sonny? Where's the footage?
Yeah. I thought it was up there, but maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe Sonny didn't post it, but there's some out there.
Yeah.
But that was just insane. You know, there's probably 150 people on the stage playing "Watch Me Rise."
Damn, dude.
So
I could imagine it'll be similar.
yeah, oh yeah,
Similar. I heard, it's not. There's a warning more than anything. Fucking Jimmy was telling me that it's like about 3/4 sold out already.
yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
I could believe it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
And these motherfuckers don't even know the pre-shows yet.
yeah. Oh my god, I'm not gonna say nothing.
No. I just know just a couple bands, and it's like I'm really excited,
Yeah.
fucking excited.
It's like that's the pre-show.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that ain't even much of a pre-show. That's just another fast,
motherfucker.
man.
Get here Thursday, bitch.
Yeah,
Don't fucking
Thursday.
sleep. So, dude, the whole thing's gonna be nuts. Yeah, like I said, I'm really looking forward to 100 Demons. I've seen them just a couple times, 3 times,
Okay.
and 2 of the times was like fucking 15 years ago. Then I flew out to Connecticut last year for the Death Threat did like their 25-year anniversary shows in a real small fucking venue. It was like 250 cap, dude.
Oof.
It was fun. It was fucking 100 Demons. It was in 2 days. They played Death Threat played 2 days, and the first day was 100 Demons. This band, Dead Wrong from fucking Connecticut. Dead Wrong's the name. And a few other bands. And the next day, it was Age of Apocalypse and Mind Force. It was like the old to the new. You know, that's what it was. Old to the new hardcore weekend. And it was just crazy to see 100 Demons like in like their home state.
Yeah.
And they
probably insane.
Yeah, man. It was fucking like this ain't my shit. So, it's gotta beware.
Right.
You don't want to go to somebody else's scene and act fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I have that respect. I'm not gonna go there. You're thinking I fucking run
Start.
shit.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
You're gonna get fucking hurt by everybody.
There's
you know the area. You know what's up.
There's a respect to it,
Yeah, that's funny. It's funny, but I'm fucking laid to rest. I mean, I'm most excited for the Connecticut bands. But Balmora's playing. They're Connecticut, so
yeah, that's gonna be insane.
Yeah,
I'm actually really excited to see Colin of Arabia too,
dude.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, they played at the Black Christmas, but I think this is a more proper setting for COA.
Yeah,
which was awesome. Black Christmas was fucking sick. But with a Majestic Theater, I think is just a little too big.
It's a little too big.
Yeah.
Made sense for some bands, like Cold as Life. Like
Earth Mover.
But
yeah, that could it was still fun. It was fun. It was great, but like to experience like COA on a smaller stage with a more there'll be more
packed.
people there, but they'll be all like up in your fucking face.
Yeah.
Which there's a lot of room in the Majestic because it can hold so many people. They played so early. Just a lot of factors. So it's kind of like a redo, which is gonna be fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, because I saw part of COA's set. I think I was busy with the Vigilante stuff, or I was only able to catch like not even half. But I was like, damn, this band rocks.
Yeah, they're really good. I thought I'd seen them before because I was like, I can't wait to see them again. But I think that was the first time I ever seen them. I just remember I seen Colin in person before one time, and it was at the Have Heart and 100 Demon show that was at the Hayloft in like 2006 or 7.
Yeah.
And Madball Terror, 100 Demons, Have Heart. And I think, and I think Death Before Dishonor was on that show for some fucking weird reason. Or it could have been a different show.
That makes sense.
But Colin was there. Like, he was like filling for somebody on Death Before Dishonor. I was like, that's Colin of Arabia from Boston Beatdown. I was like, I just seen him on Boston Beatdown. I had known who COA was, but just like,
Did you see he did Product of Waste? He filled in for Product of Waste on like a reunion.
No, I didn't.
That's one of my favorite hardcore bands.
No
right
shit.
there, man. Yeah.
Damn.
It wasn't the same as their vocalist who passed away, but like, oof. I almost went to Rhode Island or wherever the hell it was.
Damn,
check
dude.
it out.
Yeah, man. The East Coast has some of the best hardcore bands. I've always been like, the Northeast and like fucking like Pennsylvania hardcore. It's like that's it for me. Like, for some reason, I just so attracted to that fucking region of hardcore and all those bands.
They're all great.
Yeah, there's like different people too, man. It's hard up there,
Yeah.
In New York, Connecticut, Boston, Philly. It's just crazy.
All those old like Wilkes-Barre bands too.
Yeah, dude.
You got like Dead End Path, one of my favorite. You got Bad Seed.
Dude, Bad Seed's really good. And then even like CDC, I don't know if they were for Wilkes-Barre, but they were in that region.
Okay,
and, I loved CDC back in the day, dude. Like,
crazy ass band.
Yeah, just a nutty band. The fucking cause fucking problems, start shit at shows, and that was just the fun part about it. Like, anything's gonna happen at a CDC show.
Yeah, anything.
When Critter would have them come out and play in Port Huron at the place. I'm sure you've heard of the Grotto, the Nora Grottos. Yeah, it's just a small place in Port Huron where they would have shows. And I seen fucking CDC there. Just chaos. Just good times. And I wish they would come. I tried to get them for the show I did last year, but it didn't work out. Fuck it.
Maybe this year.
Yeah.
Summer's end. Uncle Terry's summer end.
Yeah. I got some shit in the works for that already. I'm already fucking planning. I'm already working on it. It's gonna be fun.
It's always a fun time, man.
Yeah. This will be technically the fourth one, but the third one with the stupid name on it. The first one was the Shattered Realm. That's the first show I ever booked.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I did the one with Never Ending Game, Hold My Own, and then last year the Power of Fear and Annie Up and Pain Clinic. That was a fun one. That was fucking. You weren't there.
You
were in Montana. I think that's what it was at the time.
I was.
You were gone.
That was my Montana trip. I was like, I remember I wanted to go, but I was like, I was doing something.
Yeah, well, because it was supposed to be the week after that. Like, it was all good to go, all set up. I had a whole fucking lineup, and then some shit happened with that date, and, but not all those bands could play. They're like, yeah, we're not available that weekend now. Like, fuck, dude. I had like 7, 8 bands all lined up.
Yeah.
Like, 1 or 2 of them ended up on the show. That's what I said. I had to fucking go through like 25 bands to find some people. Shit's hard. Fuck booking shows. Those crazy people that do it.
Sucks. Sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't care who booked it. They just show up like, I'm just here for the hardcore show. It just fucking showed up.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you have any fucking idea what these people go through?
Yeah. Every single show, it's funny because every single show I'm like, all right, this is probably gonna be the last one I book, and then I end up booking another one. So it's like kind of a bit now. All my friends will go up to me like, yeah, this is the last show you're gonna book, huh?
Fuck,
and it never is. Someone's always asking me. That's like a good friend of mine. I'm like, all right, one more.
Man, what do you think is the best show you ever booked?
Best show.
Your favorite ones that you putting together?
A random ass one at Old Miami. It was Gates to Hell. It was
Constraint.
Yeah, Constraint.
Yeah.
And then Iced Out. That was our first show. And Dose from Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was just like, I remember I was just stressed as usual. I'm like, oh man, like it's like they required like a $5 cover, which I understand. You know, they don't want their regulars paying $15 to get into a hardcore show that they don't want to see. But
Yeah.
it ended up being crazy for like no reason. Like I think it was like a weekday too. But that was probably my favorite one I've ever booked. And then I remember it was like Stepping Stone. It was a matinee show that I thought would do pretty bad too. I was like, oh, like I think Acacia Strain was playing later that day or something like that. So it had to be a matinee, but I was like, we'll run it. It was Stepping Stone and Gasm.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And yeah, that was actually a pretty cool show too. So
Nice. Dude, I wish more matinees happen. Like local matinees, like a Sunday afternoon.
it's kind of nice, you know?
Yeah.
You have the rest of the day, go about whatever you
You
want
go
to
have
do.
dinner, go home, chill, do whatever you got to do,
Yeah.
fucking take care of shit. And, yeah, dude, I think it'd be cool. Like I pitched it a couple times to like people. They're like, yeah, that probably wouldn't do great. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, might. Let's fucking see.
It's like a turnoff to some people, but
Yeah.
you know.
I think a matinee in the Garden Bowl would be cool. You know, like
Yeah,
once a
that'd
month
be a
or
good
something.
spot for it, yeah.
Yeah, like once a month, just have you from like 3 or 4 bands. Everybody get together, go fucking bowling before or after.
Yeah.
You have
Shit.
a few drinks, eat some pizza. Well, watch a couple bands.
Yeah. Shit, trademark that so no one takes it.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
that's actually a good idea.
Yeah,
for
or
sure.
even like Parts and Labor. It can definitely happen there.
Yeah, that'd be another good spot for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've talked to Justin actually about it, but he's like, yeah, there's some people that like they watch like football here on Sundays, so
Makes sense.
it's like so it'd have to be like off like football season.
Yeah.
You know, like it's almost over. So
Don't want to be dodging fists just to watch the game.
yeah, fuck, dude. But you know, there's lots going on and Tied Down coming up. I'm telling you, people have your credit card ready for these fucking shows when they drop.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking
These
awesome.
shows are wild, just as wild as the fest.
Yeah, and what else? Your show Friday with Vigilante and D Block at Parts and Labor. Enemy of God's last show. Ah, that's so
That's
sad.
where it ends, man.
Oh, it's so sad for me. And dude, Enemy of God, like seriously, one of my favorite fucking local bands ever. And you know, shit changes. People, you know, got to do what they got to do for themselves and other endeavors. So I can't be selfish.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just grateful to meet, you know, everyone that came out of it. I already knew Lyric and Josh, but like I met Robbie through that, and he's become one of my best friends. I knew Thoma, but, you know, definitely kind of got closer with him through Enemy of God. And I've told my other bands this. I'm like, Enemy of God is more out of my realm, musically speaking, but it is the funnest band I've ever been a part of.
No
Those
shit.
out-of-state trips, I'll never forget. Just unhinged, just acted fucking stupid the whole time. You know,
like snow and flurry and shit like
yeah,
that.
stuff like that. We played Toronto a few times, you know, just acting like fools the whole time. Just the best vibes, you know. We could play in front of nobody, and it still would have been a great trip just because the car ride there, just, you know.
Yeah, it's yeah, I'm sure it's bittersweet. You know, there's a lot going on. There's lots. Other people, you know, can invest in other projects if that's what they're going for, and you know,
I mean, we just wanted to end it on a note that was high rather than trying
such a
to,
high note. It's not an ugly breakup. And,
yeah, trying to. I mean, not that it would have been like a bitter breakup. We all are very cool with each other, and it sucks for all of us. But it's like we could push something that's not there, or we could just, you know, remember it for what it was, and it's a fucking, like a fun straight edge band that we were all in. You know?
Yeah. Look, man. Yeah, last night was fucking crazy, and I can only expect more chaos. This coming up Friday. I'll probably put this out Wednesday, so in 2 days.
Yeah.
Enemy of God's last show. It's gonna be great, and then the day after the Abracadabra thing.
Yeah.
At Old Miami.
Yep. Big deals on that one.
Yeah, Doubt It. Fucking Bad Beat. Strange Magic.
Hard Count's on that too.
Hard Count. Yeah. Fucking lot of bands. There's like 10 10-minute sets. Is that what it is, or something crazy?
I
don't
think
know.
it might be over 10 bands. Like it's
crazy.
We'll see how. I mean,
It's only $10 or $5, something crazy. It's
Yeah.
cheap.
yeah, it's just super fast sets. Tristan, our bassist, is actually on tour with like the Devil Wears Prada now, like doing like van stuff.
Wow.
You know, driving a box truck for him.
Well, that's a
So
fucking
we have Jay Smitty. He goes to shows all the time.
yeah, Jay Smitty the man.
Jay Smitty the man. He's filling in on bass, and yeah, I mean, we got a 10-minute set. No more, no less. You know,
Yeah.
it'll be in and out.
Yeah. How they doing it with like setups, just all the same same plugins and all this shit just to get these bands up here? You gonna fucking pull your guitar out of the amp and fucking plug in another one and go?
Yeah, we got an email from them. You know, they're like, change over. I think it was like 5 minutes. It's like, have your guitar ready on side stage, which I kind of like the idea of. You know, it'll be cool. Like a
push through all these bands.
Fun packed evening.
Yeah,
So.
I haven't been there in a really long time. It's gonna be all inside. I'm assuming, because I know there's like an outdoor area, but I don't know what they do out there. Is it like a smoking fucking section?
I think they have bands play out there.
Yeah, in the summertime.
In the summer,
yeah. They'd be
kind of miserable this time of year, but
yeah, it sucks. But Old Miami's been there forever, over on Cass, like the Wayne State area, and lots of restaurants, lots of shit to do over that way. So if you're not too beat up from fucking Enemy of God and D Block,
come on out, Abracadabra.
Yeah,
I think it starts at like 9, so you got pretty much the whole day.
Yeah, like pretty much like a recovery show. You know, just come hang out. You know, fucking chill. You know, it can get crazy, but it ain't gonna be too nuts. It'll be a good time. It'll be fun.
No.
You know, chill. You have a drink. Do they have food there at the Old Miami? I don't know.
I don't think so.
No,
I could be wrong. So I feel bad if I'm wrong, but
so it'd definitely be a mixed crowd though.
Yeah.
You know, with lots of bands, lots of different people in the Wayne State area, lots of college kids who don't know what the fuck they're getting into.
Yeah.
You know?
Always like a little risky, you know. Definitely risk pissing some people off.
Yeah, well.
It is what it is.
Come find out. That's it. We're going to end it.